best way to explain to you my process of writing a song is just to share with you my process of the last song that I wrote. The song that I wrote was called Amenjena, and it was with an artist named Nicole Scherzinger, who used to be the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, and she's getting an opportunity to do her own solo record. And she actually came to me and asked me to write that last song on her album, the piano vocal, just real raw, intimate, personal song. What I try to do first is listen to her. What do you want to say? What do you want to talk about? She would play me a few songs that she liked. And one was up-tempo, and one was a ballad, and one was really artsy and strange, and one didn't even have a melody, and I'm going, oh my gosh, now I'm so confused. And I started playing music. She'd go, I love that. And then I'd start playing another kind of melody. She'd go, I love that. And then I'd play something else. I love that. So it was really difficult to start. And I think it's because she didn't know what she wanted to say, or she wasn't aware of it yet. And so I wasn't aware of where to start. And when I'm writing with an artist, that's the most essential thing. You got to know what you want to say. You have to at least have an idea, as opposed to, I want a song like Adele, or I want a song like Sia. So that first night, we literally worked 5-6 hours till 5 in the morning and got nothing, not one thing, except for I was playing a melody. There was just this one little section of the song that night that she started just singing vowels over. Sometimes we just sing dummy lyrics until it makes sense. And she was singing, easy, easy. And I was like, easy, huh? I wrote it down. And that's all we left with that night, was easy, easy. And I was going, if only this could be easy. And she even said it, oh, I just wish this could be easier. And so that day, I spent the day going, if what could be easy? If what could be easy? And I rented a keyboard and just put it in my hotel room. And I just started playing the simplest of chords. And I just stopped thinking about Sia and Adele and everyone else. Like, I just started playing the simplest of chords and just started singing on top of it. And what I started doing is just thinking about Nicole's relationship and her life and where she was at the time. And then it just hit me. If only it could be easy. Her life is anything but. She makes it look easy, but it's not. So by the time she got to me that night, I was able to play her pieces of what I knew about her relationship and filling in those verses and singing it the way that she would talk about it. Because when she would talk about her relationship, it was soft and it was intentional, and it was a little scary, and it wasn't with excitement and anticipation and a lot of movement. And so I wrote the verse that way. The whole first verse is one note, practically. I mean, the whole first line. Da na 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 na, because that's how she spoke it when she talked about it. So I pay attention to those kind of things, and I always write the melody in a way that she would say it. So that gave me the melody. Once I had the idea, I could feel the melody. I could feel the lyric. When we got together that next night and we went to the studio, and I just had her tell me the story, and I just filled it in. We just filled in the pieces. Any melody idea that I had, I would have her sing it. If it didn't feel the most powerful, I would change it and fit it to her voice, and always consider her first. And I considered everything from, will she want to sing this in front of people? You know, the title came last in our song Amenjena. I asked her, how specific do you want to get? Her relationship is long distance. And so it's interesting, when they talk about the relationship, she says, well, in Morocco, we had this part of our relationship. And in Dubai, we had this part of our relationship. And then when he came to California, then we had this part of our relationship. They only see each other 2 or 3 days at a time sometimes, over a 3-year span. So everything is marked by territory and country, which I thought was so interesting, so unique to their situation. So that's why the song, Amenjena, it starts in Amenjena, where everything was a fantasy land. And we actually looked it up. Amenjena actually means peaceful paradise. And then we talk about California and what happened there. And we talk about Geneva and leaving there and saying, I'll never go back there again. And then we end with, if I could bring Amenjena back to life, I would. And we used the countries, we used their story to tell the arcs of their relationship. When we finished the song, we flew to LA and we went straight to the studio, to the record plant, and started laying down the piano for it. And she started singing the vocal, and her boyfriend showed up, flew in from Switzerland to surprise her that night. And here we had this huge song about him. And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. She's gonna chicken out, she's not gonna sing it. But she didn't. You know, she was so invested in that song and loved it so much, and it was so true. Every single line was so true for her that she sang it, and he cried. And since, it's been an incredible healing song for their relationship. You know, she just told me the other day their relationship's improved ever since he heard that song. She doesn't know why. But I know why. I know because I started that song with the intention of, what is the most healing song I can write for this girl? Because she has an intention with that too in everything that she does. So I knew that's where we had to go. Even though the rest of her album are dance songs and about wanting my body. You know, I knew this was an aspect of herself that no one knows, and I wanted the world to see it. So it takes a lot of thought and a lot of care. It's more than just going in and writing the killer hook.